Hello, my dear children. Welcome back to the session. In our previous class, we have learnt about the process of seed germination. So, today we'll get into the next concept, that is dispersal of seeds. So, let's begin the session. Dispersal. Dispersal meaning is scattering away or moving away from one place to other, or is one more meaning, that is what, spread away. So this is the meaning of dispersal. So here, if the plant produced seeds, if all the seeds fall near the parent plant, what happens? Yes, they all will grow in crowded conditions. They all will grow in crowded conditions, and also they compete with each other for nutrients, minerals, sunlight, okay, and for the space also. So these are the problems. What happens if all the seeds produced by a plant, if it falls under the mother plant? So hence they have to move away from the mother plant. That is nothing but dispersal of seeds. Is that clear? So now dispersal of seeds, fine, they have to move from mother plant, but how do they? Yes, here the plants are fixed, so hence the mother plant can't go away and disperse the seeds, and it can't come back, right? So from the plant will be in a fixed state, but only the seeds has to be dispersed. How is it going to happen? That is what we are going to learn in today's concept. So if the seeds has to get dispersed, they should have some additional features. Okay, so we are going to see the additional features of seeds that helps them in their dispersal. So for dispersal of seeds, there should be some agents. Okay, there should be some agents. So what are they? They are wind, water, and animals. So we'll look into each agent in today's class. How do wind helps in seed dispersal, and how do water helps, and how do animal helps? We are going to see in today's concepts. So let us start studying the features of seeds that help them in dispersal. So now we'll look into first thing, that is dispersal of seeds by wind. So, wind is an important factor which helps for the dispersal of seeds from the mother plant into faraway places. So, for that, they should have some adaptations. Okay, the adaptations of seeds dispersed by wind. So, we'll look into that. First thing, the seed should be very small in size and light in weight. Okay, example of that is what, orchids. And still few more seeds will have hairy growth like structures. So you can see that hairy like growth in structures like in cotton seeds. Okay, the next thing, few seeds will have wing like structures. The best example is maple seeds. You can see in the image that maple seed has two wing like structures. Okay, and then a few seeds will have parachute like structures. Whenever the wind blows, they are also light in weight, and just they'll start moving. Okay, they are parachute like structures. The best example is dandelion. The next thing is, we'll look into dispersal of seeds by water. So many seeds of or fruits of plants that growing nearby water or in water, they are completely depending on water for the dispersal of their seeds. Now we will look into few examples. So the first one is the lotus. The lotus plants has seeds inside a spongy fruit. This spongy part of the fruits enable them to float in water. They'll continuously keep on floating in water and reaches to different places. Once and when they are floating in water continuously, after few days the fruit gets decayed, and then the seeds get set away free from the fruit. Okay, so this is how they get detached from the fruit. This is how the seeds get detached. Once the fruit is decayed, the seed is get it separated from the seed. Okay, so the next one more example is what? Yes, what that is? The plants which grow in the coastal regions. Which is the plant? Can you guess it? Which plant that grows mostly in the coastal regions? Yes, it's coconut tree. The coconut fruit also has an air trapped fiber inside it. So this makes them to become light and helps them float on water and get carried away from one place to another place with the help of water currents. To the distance of places, it keep on moved with the help of water currents. Once they reach the land, they start growing into a tree. Now, the next one is the major way of seed dispersal, that is through animals. Animals are unknowingly helping in the dispersal of seeds from the mother plant. Yes, some plants produce the seeds which are having hooks, spines, and thorns or stiff hair on them. So, when sometimes it will be stuck onto the cloths of the human beings or to the furs of other animals, usually it will stuck onto the grazing animals itself. Even many a times, even when we are sitting under a plant, we doesn't know that some seeds have been stuck to our dresses also. When we move from one place to another place, the seed is also dispersed along with us. Okay, so we'll see few examples of such type of seeds. So seeds of grass, one example. Then xanthemum seeds mostly stuck onto the animal's fur. Next thing is burdock or tiger's claw, etc. They'll be having a hook like nature. Okay, they'll stuck onto the dresses or fur of the other animals. So some plants also produce juicy and fleshy fruits which are eaten by the animals like birds, squirrels, monkeys, and even we, including human beings. So after eating, what do? We just throw out the seeds. Seeds of mango, apple, lemon, orange, etc. They have a fleshy juice, a fleshy fruit, and also there is juice in them. Okay, and these once we are eatable, and they are eatable fruits. Once we eat the fruit and we throw away the seeds to far away places, as animals also do the same thing. And one more thing, animals will keep on roaming. They'll take the fruit and just go away from one place to another place, and they will disperse the seeds from the fruits. As I already said, some fruits are eaten by animals and human beings also. So when we are moving, we are eating the fruit and we are just dispersing the seeds. We are throwing away the seeds from one place to another place. But few animals, few birds, especially few birds, what they do, they will eat the fruit along with the seed. The undigested seeds of tomato, guava, brinjal, and house gram are excreted unharmed because their coverings are too hard to be digested. The seed coat will be very hard in them. Hence, even though the fruit has been eaten, the fruit contains the seed. Okay, the fruit is also eaten by a bird or some other animals. The seeds will come out. Okay, seeds will come out without harming themselves. They will be excreted out. with excreted out unharmed way. Okay, hence what protects here? The seed coat, the outer covering of the seed helps here not to damage the seed. So they pass out of the body along with the undigested food. When these droppings falls onto the soil, okay, after falling off the soil, once they receives a favorable condition, the seeds start germinating. For better understanding, we'll look into a small video, okay, for the dispersal of seeds.
Dispersal of seeds. Plants disperse their seeds by different means. Seeds may get dispersed by wind, water, fire, or animals. Some plants even shoot their seeds out explosively. Plants like the pea, bean, soybean, etc. spread their seeds effectively without any external help. They spread the seeds by violent explosion of their pods. All these plants depend on the sun for seed dispersal. As a pod dries in the sun, tension is set up in the walls, eventually causing it to split along two lines of weaknesses. Then the two halves curl back suddenly and flick out the seeds within in an explosive manner. Some plants, such as tecoma and dandelion, disperse their seeds by wind. These plants produce small, light seeds that are covered by outgrowths. These structures help the seeds stay longer in air and spread far away. The seeds of a dandelion plant are covered by hair-like outgrowths that act as parachutes and carry the seeds over great distances. Tecoma plants have light winged seeds. The wings help the seeds stay afloat in air and travel long distances away from the parent plant. Clematis, cotton, milkweed, and maple are some other plants whose seeds are dispersed by wind. Some plants that grow in or near water bodies, like lotus and coconut, disperse their seeds by water. The seeds of these plants are adapted to float on water. Coconuts have a thick fibrous outer shell that makes them light and waterproof and helps them float on water. The seeds of lotus plants are dispersed along with the fruit. The fruits are light and spongy. As a result, they float on water for long distances. The seeds of foxgloves, mangroves, sea beans are also dispersed by water. Plants like fig, tomato, strawberry, and orange produce fruits which are fleshy and edible. Their seeds have a hard protective shell. When animals eat such fruits, the seeds are not digested and are passed out along with their feces. As animals keep moving around, the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. Plants such as Trollius, cockleber, castor, and burdock produce seeds which have hooks or spines. These seeds get attached to the fur of animals or the clothes of people who pass by the plant. This way, the seeds are carried and deposited in different places. When people cut fruits and vegetables and throw away the seeds, they aid in seed dispersal too.